Hi there, this is Mr. Cardoso, and I'm here to show you, this is a Moodle video, and I'm here to show you how to create groups within a Moodle course. Now, first let's try and figure out what this is. I'm here on my Moodle homepage. You can see under my courses, these are all the courses that I'm enrolled in, either as a teacher or student. And here's my Intro to Computer Studies Grade 10 open class. Now this class I actually have two sections, one in period 1 or block A and one in period 2 and block B. A lot of teachers have been asking how to manage Moodle courses if you have two sections of the same course. Do you create two separate courses, or can you manage them all within one course? Because they may not all have the same test dates, or you may want to have them discussing together in forums, which is a great thing, cross-section collaboration, but sometimes you want to have separate discussion as well. So there is a way to control this within one course. It's much better than creating two separate courses here, like Intro to Computer Studies Grade 10 Open Section 21 and Intro to Computer Studies Grade 10 Open Section 22. That is not a very good situation because you're actually doubling your work. Every time you add an activity or a file or basically anything to the course in one of them, you're going to have to do it again in the other one. Okay, so you're doubling your work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have just the one class. I'm going to go ahead and click there and show you inside the class here. And in this one class, the idea is first you've got to get all of your students into this class. Okay, so in both sections or in all three sections, if you're lucky enough to have that one course with three sections, get all of your students into this one course, giving them the enrollment key, take them to a computer lab, give them the handout, okay, get them into the class. If you're having trouble with that, there's another video that shows how to deal with that situation. Okay, so let's come down here and make sure all of our students are in. You're gonna have to look for the settings block, so let's scroll down. My settings block is way at the bottom, but you can move yours up, or it might be on the right side or something here. Here's mine here, and I'm going to click on the arrow beside users. And first I'm going to click on enrolled users to see, hopefully the students have taken my enrollment key and have enrolled in this course. And hopefully here we have most of the students. Okay. The idea here is you don't want that to be empty. So let's come down again to settings, and this time go to groups. And this is where we can manage our groups. You can create groups for the entire class, and sometimes you can say a forum is for all sections, or you can say a forum is just for period 1, or a forum is just for section 22, for example. Okay, so you don't have to always use groups, and you don't have to always have everything open to every class. It's up to you. So we have to create the groups first. So click on groups, and you actually see I've already done this for my class. I've got period 1, I've got my 17 students there, and period 2, I've got my 23 students there. Okay, so they all have to be enrolled in order for you to create these groups. Now, for the sake of an example, I'm going to create a new group because yours is going to be empty when you come here. This list will be empty. So we're going to have to go to create group first. And as you can see, I've called mine period 1 and period 2. You can call it whatever you want. If you want to call it section 20 and section 21, for example, you can do that. If you want to call it period 3 and period 4, it's up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and call that section 20. And the rest default is fine. Go ahead and click Save Changes. Okay, and now you can see we have 0 students in section 20. So how do we add students there? What we're going to have to do is go to Add Remove Users. Okay, and these are all of the students that are in the course altogether. And the number beside the student's name indicates that they're already in that many number of groups. So for example, all of my students are actually in a group. You can put them in more groups if you want. They're not mutually exclusive. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select all of the students who are going to be added to section 20. Okay, so you can click on the first student. Then you want to hold Control down on your keyboard. Okay, so you can select multiple students. And here you want to select all the students that are in your section 20 class. Okay, and it's helpful to have your attendance nearby or class lists. And once you've selected all the groups, right now I'm just doing it randomly because I've actually already done this, and you're going to click on Add, and they're going to be added to your Section 20 group. Okay. Now I'm going to go to back to groups, and that's actually done. I've actually done that section. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and actually go make your next group in the exact same way. You can use the numbers to help you. If they've got a 1 beside their name this time, that means they're already in a group, so you want to pick the people who have zeros beside their name. So I'm not going to show you that again because we've already done that, and you create your other section. Now, how do we use the section? I'm actually going to go ahead and delete this one because I don't need this for my actual class. So I'm going to delete that one before I forget. Okay, now to get back to my main page, I click on ICS 201 there. Okay, now, how do we use groups? For example, let's say because of an assembly, I might have a test on Wednesday for my period 1 class, but on Thursday, because of the assembly, it has to be moved to period 2. What you would do then is you would create your event, just like you normally would. Come down to New Event, under Upcoming Events, and let's just say Test. And instead of this type of event, if you choose Course now, it's open for it that every member of the course will see that. Okay, whether they're in a group or not, every member of the course will see that. If you choose Group, then this event will only be visible to the group you have selected here. So you can go ahead and create the test for the period 1 group, okay, and click Save and so on. Then you can come back and change it to period 2 and have a different date. And then only the period 2 students will only see their event, and the period 1 students will only see their event. Now, it's exactly the same format when you're creating a forum for discussion. You can choose group and have it just for that period, or you can choose course and have it open for the entire course where you can have cross-section collaboration. Okay? I hope that answers all your questions on how to create groups and how to work with multiple sections in one class. Happy Moodling, folks.